One day I'll catch a break. What's up for discussion?
Welcome back. I do enjoy a good bargain, if anything in my private collection is to your liking. Very well.
Want Master back. He treats me good now. Doesn't kick me anymore.
Well? What's keeping the old turnip?
Aradin's back with his tail between his legs. I'm glad for your help, but I'd hoped you were Halsin. Hells, I didn't mean it that way. Halsin's important, but you're the first bit of good faith we've had since he left. Keep your wits about you. Things are tense with the druids here.
Here lies Canon. He gave his life defending others. He will be missed.
Let's see what this does.
I'll talk to the guards at Baldur's Gate. I speak their language.
I love you read Caravan.
You sound like your father.
My, what manner of place is this? A path to redemption? Or a road to damnation? Hard to say, for your journey is just beginning.
What would suit the occasion? The words to a lullaby, perhaps.
The mouse smiled brightly. It outfoxed the cat. Then down came the claw. And that, love, was that.
They do know how to write them in Cormyr, don't they? Well met, I am Raphael. Very much at your service.
It's not every day one meets such a cavalier sinner as yourself. A true, bloody pleasure. You wound my honor. Consider me a peer for your vice. Shall we withdraw? We have much to discuss, to our mutual satisfaction. This quaint little scene is decidedly too middle of nowhere for my tastes.
Come.
There, middle of somewhere. The House of Hope, where the tired come to rest and the famished come to feed lavishly. Go on, partake, enjoy your supper. After all, it might just be your last. Call it a ninth sense. What's better than a devil you don't know? A devil you do. Am I a friend? Potentially. An adversary? Conceivably. But a savior? That's for certain. Oh, a mere trifle. How dear is one's soul, really? A rhetorical question, of course, but let me venture an answer. It's worth very little with a tadpole in your head. One skull, two tenants, and no solution in sight. I could fix it all, like that. Take all the time you need, but make up your mind before you're counting down with tentacles. Try to cure yourself. Shop around. Beg, borrow, and steal. Exhaust every possibility until none are left. And when hope has been whittled down to the very marrow of despair, that's when you'll come knocking on my door. Hope. Such a tease. I'll be around, watching you squirm like a tadpole through a nice, juicy brain. All those pretty little symptoms, sundering skin, dissolving guts, they haven't manifested yet, have they? One might say you're a paragon of luck. I'll be there when it runs out.
do you feel as flattered as I do? Invited to dine with a devil. Believe me, that was a devil's equivalent of serenades and roses. Don't let his bluster fool you. All that talk of desperation merely illustrates his own. I think he wants something from us, badly. And in that knowledge lies our opportunity. Our souls. But I suspect that's but his opening offer.
Let me play the devil's advocate. The man is too eager. Do not dismiss his offer out of hand.
If there's one quality all the denizens of the Hells embody, it's ambition. A quality they share with many humans, come to think of it. I'm the foggiest. But, based on the evidence before us, we can make certain deductions as to why he sought out our merry band. Fact one, there's something very strange and very powerful about our tadpoles. Fact two, a devil offers to take it away. Devils aren't known to aid mortals out of simple kindness. Whatever Raphael wants, we must be the key to getting it, along with our tadpoles. So, I say for now, we wait. If I'm right, Raphael will seek us out again, and when he does, there's a mighty bargain to be made. Remember his Cormyrean rhyme? Down came the claw. Perhaps we should start growing our nails.
The Devil with the Silver Tongue. An old fairy tale my father read to me. The kind with a hero, a villain, and a moral. A farmer made a deal with the devil, so the story goes. In exchange for the farmer's dearest fruit, the devil granted him a bottomless coin purse. The farmer's dearest fruit, naturally, was no apple nor peach, but his beloved daughter. We can learn a lot from fairy tales, don't you think? Refuse him no matter how tempting the offer, no matter how delicious the feast he lays out for you. The cost's always too great. Take a single step towards him, and he'll dog you the whole journey. You might think you'd give up anything for a cure. But the devil won't take just anything. He'll take everything.
Bloody hells. Literally. Just when I think I've got a grasp on our dilemma, a devil shows up. No matter. We've dealt with every other oddity thrown at us lately. We can handle this one too. Now, as for this Raphael, he knows our secret. He claims he can help. What do you make of him? No doubts at all. He seemed powerful and very knowledgeable about our problem. Not the worst prospect we've stumbled across. As long as you can look past what he is. I'll tell you in due course. I just wanted to see how close we are in thinking, first of all. I've made you doubt yourself. Sorry, not what I intended. Let's take time to think about it. Some food and rest. Things will be clear then. is it? Suddenly, I'm not so sure. Isn't it terrible when someone causes you to doubt yourself?
Anticipation. She is testing me somehow. About Raphael.
Actually, yes, you're right. Very intuitive. Clearly the devil was trying to sow doubt among us. He's clever. My order uses the same tactic when dealing with enemies of Shah. You don't need a scourge or a rack to break people. Fear and self-doubt is sufficient. When actual pain comes, the victim's already done the heavy lifting for their torturer. There were no right answers with that devil. He was toying with his food. Us. I respect his craft. As should you. Watch out for that devil. Pain is the gauntlet that all who love Lady Shah must endure. Only her embrace can truly heal me. To try and salve myself would do nothing but shame me in the Night Singer's eyes. Perhaps you're right. And perhaps one day I won't have to suffer. But I don't think that day has arrived yet. Lady Shah will ease my pain when she wishes to.
What's hiding here? Something tore right through these people. They didn't...
The creature's eyes roll back in its head, equal parts bliss and agony. Her offals smell irresistible. And while her blood feast has filled her, the hyena is not yet sated.
Come! See! My flesh becomes new flesh!
You hear what comes next before you see it. The sharp snapping of bones, and a yelp of pain as her body starts to twist and undulate. You watch with cold realization. This isn't the end of one life, but the start of another. Her darling pups will not be of her own species. Gnolls bring forth their iniquitous litter from many corpsed wombs, including hyenas. You land a swift strike against her skull. She yelps, then goes still. Whatever horrific creature was growing inside the hyena dies along with her.
Blood comes easy these days. Battle favors the fearless. Two steps at a time.
That hyena's making a break for it. On my way.
Where do I go from here?
May it please, Mystra.
Never seen that before.
I prefer not to see it again, that's for sure.
Let's not stand around. Predators like these can smell spilled blood a mile away.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Boss, Baldur's Gate, the Guild. Wizard's shipment. Chest. Rugan protected it. Took it north. Lucky son of a tavern hideout. See.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
Very well.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Vance told collector. Gold basement locked. I fell. Dropped key. Jumped to escape. Broken. Anywhere. Away. Safety.
The spell's power wanes. You can ask no more questions.
More for me.
One horn. The stink of Avernus. Advocatus Diaboli.
Well, I'll be God's damned. The Blade of Frontiers. Thought I'd shaken you for good. That'll teach me to underestimate you. Bloody right. An honor to be chased by the Blade of Frontiers, but
A great heat roars through you. Her heat, fiery as the hells. Then you're lost in visions of demonic armies as you tear through a landscape of fire and blood. The Blood War. You saw it from above as the Nautiloid passed through Avernus. This woman was on the front line.
What was that?
Evidence. Proof that you're a devil. A gladiator in the Archdevil Zariel's army.
I can explain, but it's a whole situation. If you just hear me out...
Another vision. Karlach's blade raised, slicing through devils, Zariel's servants, as her eyes dart around, seeking escape. Her rage and desperation seep into you. She is a victim of the Blood War, not an agent of it.
She's trying to trick us. Don't believe her lies.
You saw the truth. I never wanted to serve Zariel. I was enlisted in her army against my will. Forced to fight, and fight I did. When I saw an opportunity to get away, I took it. Finally home. Or near it, anyway.
You served her. That's enough to damn you.
Will catches his breath and his lips straighten. Sheer dread twists his face.
You don't know what you're saying. You're asking me to trust a devil.
Listen to sense now. Don't want this to end badly for either of us. You know monsters, right? Better than anyone. Look into my eyes. Can't you see I'm not what you think?
Shit. You really are no devil, are you? I've been deceived.
Oh, thank the gods. Thought I was gonna have to take your head.
You would have died in the attempt. But there have been enough threats today.
Truce then, eh?
Aye. Truce.
I'm Karlach, but you already knew that. And you are... Well met, soldier. Nice to meet a friendly around here. It's been tough going so far. I may not be a devil, but I can put the Blade's reputation to work. How would you feel about helping me kill some evil bastards? Little background, if your moral compass needs something to point at. You already know I fought in the Blood War. I was good. Really good. It turns out I've got a knack for killing demons. That made me a valuable asset. Zariel, the archdevil herself, made me as her personal attack dog. I played along until I could get the fuck out of there. But devils don't like to lose their assets. Zariel liked it so little. She sent a bunch of goons, so-called Paladins of Tyr, to take me back. Problem is, I'm not going. Don't worry, I'll lead the charge. But I could use your help. There's a lot of them and only one of me. After that, we can team up. Take Faerun by the short hairs. Sound good? Damn. After a decade in hell, I was hoping for a little company. Especially some who look like you. But I can take a hint. Good luck out there. You're gonna need it. Change your mind about teaming up? Fuck yes. They cornered me outside the toll house just up the hill. Doubt they've gone far after the scorching I gave them. Hang on though. Looks like you got enough backup at your side. Not sure there's room for me. I'll catch up with you when it's time to camp for now. But don't get to any of the fun stuff without me. Got it?
You've been witness to a pantomime, I'm sorry to say. And I've played my part all too poorly. I can say only this. Karlach's not the only one who's had a villain's knife held to their throats.
What's that supposed to mean?
The truth will out before you know it. One night soon when we make camp, the veil will be lifted, and I'll pay my penance. You don't know the half of it.
Let's have a look.
じゃあ行こうか。任務完了です。
We may have to increase our camp provisions now that we have Karlach along for the journey. Those muscles don't run on fresh air, I'll wager. Still, she'll be useful in a fight.
If you're sure. Fine. I'll be here whenever you rediscover your taste in company.
Depends on the type. Ice devils hate an inferno, but that's an easy one. Orthons love projectiles. What they don't love is getting their bombs lobbed right back in their faces. Demons, on the other hand, every demon is absolutely singular. You can't ever think you've got them typed out. Sharp instincts, sharp weapons, and a knack for improvisation. That's the only way to survive them. Anyway, what were we talking about? Trust me, I'll tell you all about it after we take care of the goons on my tail. Funny you should ask. I was just thinking about what would have become of us without that Nautiloid. I mean, I know where I'd be. Trapped in Avernus still, with the Blade of Frontiers on my tail. But what about you? come back to you. Maybe you'll recognize something we passed, or maybe we'll find out what happened to you. I get the feeling we've got a long road ahead of us. I hope we find you some answers along the way. Why are we slowing down? I don't think so. At least, I still remember everything. In more detail than I wish. But, as for what's going on in your mind, and maybe in mine, I'm certain there are answers out there. We'll find them together. Well, look. You've said it, right out loud. That takes guts. The guts you'll need to change. Or at least make sure you're channeled in the right direction. Got enough enemies who could do with a good bloodletting, you know? Wasn't all that long ago. I never knew the whole of how and why, but I remember the devils slavering with delight. I should have looked after the Elturons more. Gone out of my way to make sure they were all right. The long and short of it was, I didn't want to risk my neck. I let them get on with the nightmare, same as I had to. But Avernus is no place for decent folk. I'm glad they got out. So glad. Yeah, let's go straight there. Whatever those fucks are getting up to, it's nothing good. Just to say, by the way, they're not really paladins. Lackeys of the Archdevil playing dress-up as paladins of Tyr. No honor among devils. Let's go, go, go. What's the story? Uh-huh. Looky!
Is that blood? No, never mind.
I don't suppose you've any clue where we are in relation to Waterdeep. An ally fresh from the hells themselves. Our company grows stranger by the minute, and all the better for it. Ah, yes. Karsus. Karsus was perhaps the most powerful wizard that ever lived. The child who would be a god, the elves called him. And he tried. With a spell of his own devising, he endeavored to usurp in one fell swoop the power of the goddess of magic. Mistral, she was called then. Imagine what it must have felt like. To be a god. To know yourself, to be untouchable. To be mistaken. As Karsus aimed his spell at her, she began to unravel. And with her, the entire weave. Too late did he realize what he had unleashed. It would have been the end of everything had not Mistral sacrificed herself. The goddess of magic is all magic. By dying, the entire weave was lost, and the spell that challenged a god failed. It was the end of Mistral. The end of Karsus, and the end of an entire civilization. As the child who would be a god was turned to stone, his empire came crashing down around him. The floating cities of Netheril were no more. An event that came to be known as Karsus's folly. If it takes the death of a god to stop you, I'd say your ambition has gotten somewhat out of hand. Not that I'm one to talk, of course. Now, so many centuries later, I try to follow in the footsteps of Karsus. Not to destroy Mystra, but to prove my love for her. I tried to control only a fraction of the magic that was unleashed that fateful day. I merely sought to return one tiny diamond to an imperfect crown. Gale's folly, one might call it. History, repetition. It's the way things go. If it should ever come to that, if I ever know I am no longer able to stop it, I will do anything I can to ensure no one but me pays for my mistakes. I will find the remotest place on the surface of Faerun, or perhaps far below in the depths of the Underdark. I will await that death, alone. I promise I will not betray your trust. You kept me by your side despite the menace that I am. If worst comes to worst, I will be long gone before the curtain falls.
Have I been this way before? Open up.
Cut it out. It's worth it.
Nothing we need to worry about.
At ease, friend. You're welcome to rest.
Please, no more. Leave us in peace, and we shall leave you in kind.
Cut the crap, Anders. I know what you are.
Don't let her hurt us. Please, we just want to go home. What sort of devilment is this? Paladins, to arms! This one is with the Fiend!
looky.
Rough tempest I will raise. Step to it. No choice but to keep going. Blood follows me everywhere.
Finding my way. Battle favors the fearless.
Can't even catch my breath.
I'm never going back. And if any of Mummy's little friends want to pick up where the others left off, they'll find nothing but a pile of ash. Not big enough. Now get out before you get hurt. Now!
Attention!
Fuck you! Just try it, Zariel! Come on!
Best be on my way. Seems like a good moment to talk.
I'd love to, thanks. Won't last much longer like this.
I'll feel like one later.
Whew. Had to let off a little steam after facing off with those Ignots. Granted, the fire's lasting a little longer than it should. How do I look? Who? Me? This is the best day I've had in years. Hear that? Infernal engine for a heart. Lets me burn as hot as the hells. Seems to be running in overdrive since I left Avernus. Won't be seeing my mechanic anytime soon, so I'll just make the most of the extra heat. Just don't get too close, till I've found a way to calm it down. Well now, maybe I could make his acquaintance. Titan screw or two might let me keep a little calmer. Maybe even manage a pat or bump without burning someone to death. It's been a long time. Let's go find your friend before I blow a gasket. Lead on.
Don't waste a step. anything of use?
So, hey, we've got this soul coin, right? Thing is, I think I can use it. My engine can, anyway. Zariel used to top me up every now and again when she wanted me to go after an especially wicked target. Sort of. Next time we find ourselves toe-to-toe with something we want to squash, drop a coin in. See what happens. Well, it's not the kind of thing I'd like to squander, see? A soul coin is a precious thing. Better used to fight evil than show off. But trust me, next time we're facing something nasty, I'll be all over him.
Karlach's all fire and fury. I pray to the Triad it doesn't consume her.
What a charmer.
Can't give up now. If not over, then through.
Is riper than a Manaurus bog.
What's in here?
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Goblins, laughing, cutting, hiding, frightened. Gods abandoned me and Vance. Toll collector, Martin.
A trap. Time to dance.
Something over there.
Watch it.
I'm way too big.
Mutatis mutatis!
Hot foot. Place is trapped.
Defender of the people.
That did something, all right. Just not sure what.
What to do? What path lies before me? Wish I had a bag of holding.
Nasty surprise. Caution is warranted here.
No traps, please. Something good here. I hope.
Those gnolls. Brutalized. And I smell brimstone. This isn't good.
A long way from Waterdeep.
At the ready. What's inside? Always room for more. Try me.
No holding back. 2 steps at a time.
No surrender.
For the ages, step by step. I've found my mark.
Covered.
What fools these mortals be.
This is my time, fleet of foot.
Fuck yes. Close ranks.
The dice roll in my favor. Striking distance.
Another day, another fight. What's hiding here? I should speak up.
Cheer me up, quick!
If I don't get my beauty sleep soon, I may just get a tad malcontent.
Time to press ahead.
And here I go.
Smoke. Something's burning.
He of the unsleeping eyes, grant me the might to carry this burden. Grant me the faith to face darkness without fear. He should never have been here in the first place. I'm the one that talked him into joining the Fist. A massacre. Drow and goblins slaughtered the lot. Please, just leave me be.
The corpse regards you lifelessly.
Archer. Roof. Should have seen. Raid. Retrieval for the Absolute. Grand Duke. Absolute. want him? Take to Moonrise Towers.
The corpse remains silent. It does not know. The spell's power wanes.
I hear shouting. Someone needs help. In Marcia comes Symphony.
Absolute wants him. Slaves, good raid. Fell, dagger, neck, stupid.
The corpse remains silent.
Krog, hunter.
The spell's power.
Can anyone hear me? Please!
Keep pushing! Duke Ravengard could be inside. On count of 3. 1, 2.
Ravengard? He's here.
Yes! Now make yourself useful! Push, damn it! Push! Damn! Find another way inside! And go! There has to be another...
Got to be another way in.
Great Guardhelm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
Hope this ends well. I need to hold on.
Someone help!
Find a way out!
I'm fading fast.
Miri must heal. Oh, Miri.
Saddle up!
Let's get going. Have to keep going.
Tempers are rising. It's
No, you should have stayed. You should have been with me.
She would have survived. If only I'd kept my mouth shut about that bloody dowry. What am I gonna do? She's all I had. How is this a blessing? You should have let me burn. It's for a sister's wedding. I made a stupid joke about keeping it. We argued about it for hours. Then she took the dowry and left. Hope your soul is in peace.
Can you hear me? We hear you! Stay where you are! We don't have much time! In here! Not now! I'm trapped!
Stop wasting time.
Come! I'm afraid proper thanks must wait.
Fresh air. At last. You honor your clan, sir. I'm in your debt.
Counselor, are you all right?
It takes more than mere fire to break me, Yuva. Now listen close, Fist. Duty calls. Drow have taken Grand Duke Ulder Ravengard westward, if my eyes and ears can be believed. Gauntlet, report to the man and send for reinforcements. We must find the Duke.
On your command, Counselor.
The rest of you, count the dead. Take word of their sacrifice to this city. And you, I must ask again for your aid. Please, rescue Ravengard from his Drow captors. The Council will reward you for your effort. May I trust you'll see it through? Moonrise Towers, along the old road. That place is cursed. Few could survive there, unless darker forces are at work. This was no random attack. The Grand Duke was their target. A champion indeed. He's the invisible force holding Baldur's Gate together. Without him, the city faces collapse. In fact, I fear that may have been the intention of those who abducted him. Thank you. And should your courage falter, remember the Duke's generosity. Approach the towers with care. The land itself has been swallowed in shadow. I will seek reinforcements and join you when I can. Fist, to work.
I'm sure you're perfectly delightful. I can't talk right now.
Great Guardhelm, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Just care.
You know it hard. Keeping pace. Still alive. So that's progress.
Will's brows furrow as your minds connect. He sees the burning embers of Joaquin's rest, then Floric's face as she tells you of Ravengard's abduction.
Hells! Ulder Ravengard's been taken. I know him better than most. He's my father. I know I haven't said. Our relation was no matter of pride, not least for him. Ignore my past all you want, but my past is not about to ignore me. Put plainly, I'm not about to let these Drow go unpunished for taking my father. What makes a Duke of Baldur's Gate so interesting to the Drow? Even the houses of Menzoberranzan would have little use for my father. No, this is no Drow plot. These absolute nutters, these true souls are behind his abduction. His absence alone will sow chaos in the city. If they were to infect him, he could lead Baldur's Gate to ruin. All the more reason to find him. The Absolute has seized not just my father, but the future of the Sword Coast. I know, and you're right. When I look into a mirror, I see two faces. I see the Blade of Frontiers, a man hunting the fiends who prey on the weak and claw at the coast. And I see Will Ravengard, a memory of a memory. A man who belongs to the past. I wanted you to know the blade, not the shadow he left behind. I'm all for it.
Breathe deep and move.
Great Guardian, allow us peace in this plane and beyond. Teach us care when we would be reckless. Teach us certainty when we would have doubt. So it is spoken, and so is it done.
Best keep your hands to yourself.
Yes?
So it is spoken, so is it done.
Wait. Let me work my magic.
swift as my feet can carry me. No time to rest.
Charm no sure.
Busy time. Maybe later.
Sharp as ever.
Need some oil over here.
Well met. I am a magical projection of Gale of Waterdeep, and if you see this manifestation, that means I have prematurely perished. However, for reasons that cannot be disclosed, it is of vital importance that my death be remedied at your earliest convenience. You may rest assured that I do not speak out of self-preservation alone. Many lives depend on my return to the living within the span of 2 days. I trust I've made myself clear. I have upon my deceased person a magical item that can accomplish my return. But such is the value and rarity that it is protected by a multi-layered security protocol. I will now explain the protocol. Step 1 is to retrieve from my person a pouch I wear over my heart. Next, you must unthread the purple seam that seals it in a counterclockwise fashion. Do not touch any other colored strand. Inside the pouch you will find a folded letter and a tiny flute. Unfold the letter and note the markings in the top and bottom corners. These are the notes you will need to play. Starting from the bottom right, play the notes in correct order, clockwise this time. Upon completion of the tune, a magma mephit will appear, which will pose the following question. Iskcha Chisnaga. This is Ignan for what is my name? The answer is Kasitrak Ash. Pronounce the name correctly, and the mephit will breathe on the letter. Stay clear, because the little scamp could melt metal. Words will now appear on the letter's surface, effectively turning the letter into a scroll of true resurrection. Use it to bring me back to life. So it is. Our lives depend on it. Now, repeat my instructions back to me, please. In that case, this will be an easy exercise. Step 1. Have it your way. I can only hope your memory stretches further than your patience. Best of luck with the protocol. May my cold, dead hands soon be refilled with the warmth of life so they can shake yours in gratitude.
Checking things out.
I shall be here in thy camp for whenever thou hast need of my services. Dost thou require a new... Then thou must return with the proper payment. This is the price of balance. Well, by doom and dusk I strike thy name from the archives. Rise.
All right. What now?
My word, you did it! Oh, it's good to be alive. My hands are still cold, so that handshake will have to wait, but in the meantime, thank you. Oh, it's a relief to be back on beautiful Faerun. The dreariness of the fugue plane oppresses one's soul so very quickly. Now, I believe adventure awaits. Or misadventure, perhaps. Shall we? Nothing would give me greater pleasure. What's the subject of the day? The instructions were easy enough, weren't they? If slightly elaborate. I find that a healthy amount of theatrics, a voice from the beyond, a magic flute, a friendly, if highly combustible magma method, tends to make for a more compelling case. If nothing else, I'm sure I piqued your curiosity.
Can't slow down.
Hellsfire. She's coming.
Well, you've been naughty. And you know what happens when you're naughty.
Gods damn it. Anyone but her.
You flatterer. Why, if I had a warm heart, I'm sure it would be skipping. Call me Mizora. I'm Will's patron, the fount of his power. My pet's been unruly, and his leash needs a yank. We had a deal, Will. But Karlach's still breathing.
I've taken more pleasant shits than you, Mizora. And at least those can be buried after.
That's no kind of talk for a lady. By the way, Karlach, Zariel sends her regards.
You told me! Devils only! She's a tiefling, not a monster!
How precious. The little pupster's found his bark.
Clause G, Section 9. Target shall be limited to the infernal, the demonic, the heartless, and the soulless.
Karlach meets the criteria by virtue of having no heart.
What?
Now, too late, Flower. You'll never be rid of me.
Will burns in the fires of Avernus. The lightning storms of Dis strike his flesh. His soul passes through each layer of the hells, gaining their essence and their torment.
That's better.
What the hells have you done?
A promise broken, a price paid. You know the terms.
Get used to the new form, pet.
There's no going back. Some magic even I can't undo.
Now, let's see how the frontiers fare without their precious blade.
Karlach, keep an eye on him, would you? I'll be keeping mine on you.
Oh, and Will, don't forget, our pact still stands. Ta-ta.
Elminster's not around, so might as well.
At least things have stayed interesting. What's up for discussion?
I'll be honest, soldier. I'm reeling. Will hardly knows me, but he chose my life over his. Been a long time since someone stuck their neck out for me like that. You can say that again. When he was chasing me through Avernus, I thought he was just another sad merc. How wrong I was.
Never wanted the easy path.
What's on your mind?
Gods damn her, straight back to the hells. Just look at me. I did what was right, and Mizora made me pay for it. I'd be hunting devils and demons, she said. Traitors and hypocrites, heartless evils of all sorts, but not Zariel's victims. Not innocent tieflings. All these years. You'd think it's a lesson I'd have well learned. It's Mizora who grants me the power to conjure armor and cast eldritch blasts. Before I was infected, I could even call hell beasts and summon festering clouds, but I promise you, every thrust of my blade and every flame I sparked was for the good of the coast. I can't utter the terms or circumstances of the pact. I can tell you most all else, but the pact, I'm forbidden, unless Mizora permits it. But I'll say this. The moment I pacted myself to Mizora, I have not regretted for a heartbeat. It was my proudest deed. It was worth the sacrifice. All I can give you on that is my solemn word.
What's on your mind? No rest for the wicked, I see.
No one stopped me yet.
One with the weave.
Let's move. How much further can I go?
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvanus be with you.
Sky again.
Fear not, Karlach. Sun, moon, and stars will still be there, waiting for us.
Meanwhile, this place is pretty spectacular, isn't it?
No book or painting could ever do its strange beauty justice. But perhaps our stories might, when we return to the surface.
should speak up.
Welcome back. Have you made any new discoveries? I do enjoy a good bargain. If anything in my private collection is to your liking. Very well. Have you spoken with Skris lately?
Yes. She is cataloguing Kohotuan fertility rituals. I greet you, child of the sun. How has your search for the mushrooms? In the beginning, I had an arrangement with a lich. Excellent company, despite what one would expect. I required brains, he required souls. A perfect symbiosis. But our ambitions eventually splintered. I wished to better the world, and he preferred its rot. So I left his company. And thus I now feed from those who act against the Society's goals. I cannot change my appetites, although I am experimenting in reducing them with magic. Perhaps, with time, it can be 1 brain a year instead of 1 a month. I have never seen anything like it, Blur. Is my species evolving?
Well?
Balin, where are you?
Sharp as ever.
ready and willing.
Blade at the ready.
Damn, it's good to be alive.
I've got a long road ahead. These boots have seen everything.
Need anything else? Of course. But please, remember, you're not the only one in need. Sylvan.
lost in thought.
Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times.
Need anything else?
Should mind my step. Let's have a look. All's well that ends. Well, not as bad as it could have. Salutations.
Your desire.
Have a lot on my mind. And, well, in it. Moving ahead.
Stroll through the forest to invigorate the spirit.
I was just thinking the same thing, but less poetically.
Without so much as a stirring from our tadpoles.
A girl could get used to this.
Ready for you. Nothing hurts anymore. With haste.
Tempers are rising. Tempers are rising. Curious ornate box. Its many sides are engraved with indecipherable glyphs. No openings you can see, yet you sense something inside it.
Out of sight, out of mind. On my way. Open up.
What's that? I'm way too big.
The air is ripe with magic.
Still breathing, despite everything. Need to find a way forward. Are watching me. What's in here?
The ox tenses, horns lowered in your direction.
Someone's moving around in there.
You spot a man crouching between the shelves, just as he spots you.
Bugger!
He freezes, waiting on your next word.
Right, look. If it's business you're about, then be about it. Flaming fist could be on us any minute. Down you go. Entrance is behind the wardrobe. Here's the key.
That's far enough. What's your business down here? Answer honestly and maybe we'll kill you clean. Then your answer decides his fate, as well as your own. So make it good. Trade with what? Your life was ours the moment you walked in here, but maybe I'll let you buy it back. I have a job needs doing. We've disarmed the traps. Come down.
Right on my feet.
This'll be fun.
Hope you weren't followed, mate. You don't want to keep Zarys waiting. Believe me.
Something over there.
Look, there's no need for this. Free me now, and I'll see if my patron rewards you. I need only tell her it's a gambling debt. It's happened before.
Belt knife, check. Boot knife, check. Jock knife. Oh! The hell's hanging orbs that hurt?
Strip this place bare!
Well, if you have the gold, my pet artist will make you a most heroical likeness. You've got an eye for quality. Every noble in Baldur's Gate will be after one of these. Tell him I sent you, and if he stains it up with his sniffling, there'll be hell to pay. Something I can help you with? Fancy that? So do I. Can't show you the good stuff till Zarys gives the say-so, mind.
There's no need for this.
Those things.
Says
Free
he
me
did,
now,
yeah.
and I'll
Why?
see that my patron...
Says his muse made it.
You. The way you handled Zarys. You're not one of her thugs. You need to buy me. Then it is well I am asking you to serve only yourself. For the return of her prize artist, my patron will measure her gratitude in gold. Tenfold whatever ransom these clots try to squeeze from you, I guarantee it. Listen to me, you Slanning. Forgive me, but I can't think down here. Can't work. Free me, and you will have your portrait. One so grand that even blind Tyr himself will weep to see it. But first, speak to Brem. Please.
Something I can help you with? I doubt you've got that kind of dosh line about. Oh? More steel than the entire Zahentarim? Because that's who you're crossing if you try to scab me on a deal. The price is the price. Pay up, or get lost.
I thought we was packing.
No need for this. Free me now, and I'll see that my patron...
You seem a nice soul. I'm glad we didn't have to kill you.
Strip this place bare! Not many can talk their way into a Zhentarim outpost. I could use someone with your skills. Interested in a job? Some of our people are missing. More importantly, so is their cargo. Find them. Keep them alive if you can. Failing that, just bring that shipment back. Unopened. I'm offering hard coin, not idle answers. All you need to know is that I'm willing to pay a hideous sum to get it back. Unopened. Good. Backtrack along the road to the east and look for a wagon. Bodies, the usual. Time was. No one dared touch a caravan bearing our colours. Find whoever did this and remind them why.
Seems like a good moment to talk.
Nothing to see here. Move along.
Something over there. That might be worth a look.
Rogan's friends, set off the traps!
Stop. At least you won't live to regret it.
Easy as.
We've buried tougher than you. Come on!
Finding my way.
Let me recite their demise.
That hit the spot. Moving in.
To that.
I'm way too big.
I've been wanting to try this venom.
Ready for another round? Aye, aye. This'll help.
burn. Light on my feet.
Moving.
I don't fancy their chances. Swiftly now.
Very well.
I've got it. My little trick.
The lance board is set.
Eat this!
Now this will hurt. Don't waste a step.
A little bit of this will turn your blood to treacle.
What path lies before me? Looking ahead.
I'm spent. I should unwind in camp.
I'll take that. Something good here, I hope.
Get it together, Chief.
Let's get going. Moving in.
Yeah? First things first, I need to get this engine tuned up. Thing's powerful, but it's been feeling volatile ever since I left the Hells. Can't be too hard to find an infernal mechanic round here, right?
That wall's an illusion. Hiding what, I wonder? Let's go. Shouldn't have wished to live in more interesting times. Wonder if the gods are watching me. Goes nothing.
Said you could pass, didn't I?
What do we have here? Best be on my way. What's inside? That will fit in my pack.